this is going to be a normal 5-turn spin. So you're going to see the guy stall the airplane, kick the rudder, off he goes, rotate that, out. All right? And if you can hear what he's saying, that's great. You can see exactly, I think he talks about the altitude started at and so on. He gives you a nice demonstration.
Okay, here we are level at 7,000 feet. We're going to do an upright, normal spin. There'll be 5 turns to the left. We begin by reducing the power to idle and trying to maintain altitude. Dropping through 85 knots, 80 knots. Stall speed is roughly 60 on this airplane, so just before stall, I'm going to apply rudder to put the airplane
Notice
into
he's not trying to pitch for like a space shuttle, okay? Just above the horizon.
And there's the skid, followed by full back elevator to stall the airplane.
One turn. Rotation.
Turns. 3 turns. 4 turns. Now we'll recover at 5. Opposite rudder. Brake for stall. And recover from the dive.
Now, after he stopped the spin, which means the
Altitude
airplane stopped
at the recovery
rotating.
is 4,500 feet and 5 revolutions.
Okay, so he descended from 7,000 something feet to 4,500 in a matter of a few seconds there, right? Yeah. Now, here's the thing. When he stopped the spin, how fast did he pull out of it? Immediately. Okay, don't spend the whole day freaking smelling the roses trying to figure out how long it's going to take to get out. Once you're at that altitude, you're going to accelerate past VNE in a matter of 5 or 6 seconds. So if you're like, okay, should I pull out now? No, get the hell out right now. Okay? Don't spend the whole day trying to get out. Stop, out. Okay? Opposite rudder, get it to stop, neutralize the rudder, and get out. Okay? And let's take a look at the accelerated spin. Okay, this is the effect of power and aileron and, elevator pressure. Okay? Listen to what he's got to say.
This will be an examination of the effects of elevator use during normal spin.
Sky, ground, etc.
As the spin develops, I will start bringing the stick forward, and you'll see a distinct and dramatic change in pitch attitude.
Okay, so you heard what he said. As the spin develops, I'm going to forward stick in a little bit, okay, just to accelerate it.
Rotation rate. Here's the spin entry.
There it goes, that's the incipient.
Here's the elevator coming forward, to neutral, all the way forward, and back, and then full opposite rudder, unstall.
Okay, now you see he added too much rudder and he kept it in there, so what happens? It went the other way. Okay, just for a second, but it did go the other way. Now if you held it in there, what would it do? It's there and now invert it. Okay? So you got to be careful of that. Now, we will be talking about the Hammerhead later on, but basically what he's going to do is, okay, just to show you visually here so you can see what it does, because here you're only going to see the camera view. Okay, is he's going to take the airplane and do what's called knife edge spin, as the name suggests. He's going to pitch the airplane vertical. Okay, he's going to go absolutely vertical. It's going to stall. Not really, but it's going to come to very slow flight. He's going to do what's called a hammerhead, which is dropping the nose straight down. Except normally on a hammerhead, we would go opposite rudder. We go left rudder here to get it going, and right rudder to stop, and then pull out. That's a hammerhead. What he's going to do is do the same thing, except he's not going to take the rudder out. He's going to continue to hold it and go full forward stick, and the airplane actually looks like it will be flying backwards. It's a very, very unique maneuver called a knife edge spin. And if you look at this view and you can see it clearly, you'll see the point of rotation around which he's going. It actually looks like a spin, except the nose is on the wrong point. Okay? So, this is one of those very unique situations that you can have.
Okay, the next maneuver is going to be a knife edge spin.
This one we take a
We're
look
going to
at.
start off by doing a hammerhead to the left.
Okay, can you see his side view? It's vertically up.
Vertical line here.
Here's the stall.
Very good. Pivot the hammerhead. I'm going to keep the rudder all the way in to swing the nose
That's
out.
the up. Forward
And
stick.
push the stick forward to get the knife edge spin going. If you look at the picture window, you can see the axis of rotation. Now power off and stick back to recover from the knife edge spin. And we're out.
All right, this is a snap roll. Now, a snap roll is my personal favorite for spins, just because it's an extremely violent maneuver, and it is a very unique maneuver because the spin aerodynamics stay the same, except the plane of rotation changes. Now, what happens here in a snap roll is you're flying straight, yeah? You're doing a straight level flight. You slow it down or whatever the appropriate speed for the entry is. Fast, it's 90 miles an hour, no faster, must be less. Normal, yank. This is the only time I'll say it, is you yank the stick back in this maneuver. So you pull it back. Now what happens? it takes time for the airplane to start climbing. But in the meantime, what's happened to your airflow? Your relative wind has now exceeded critical angle, right? So you are now stalled. You kick the rudder, what happens? The wing drops. But momentum is so high because of the attitude, and remember you're doing an accelerated stall, that it does this. Okay? The momentum is so high on the wing, it actually pulls it around. So when you see a snap roll, it doesn't roll like a normal aileron roll, it does this. Okay, my hand can't twist like that, but the idea is it goes around like that. Okay, and it is an extremely fast maneuver. It takes literally a second to go around. It's whack and you're around already. Okay, so you got to be very careful when you do it, and I love doing it. All right, watch the
Here we
rain.
go, accelerating.
He's very fast on the
120 knots, here we go.
There it goes.
Wow.
All right, it's very
So
cool.
by simultaneously pitching the nose back down and 120 knots, here we go.
So he pitches up full, and there you go. All right, and that's
So by
it.
simultaneously pitching the nose back down and applying the rudder, we get a very high rotation rate.
Now he does a crazy version of it. Again, just a quick recap. Straight and level, pick point, up, roll, top rudder, forward stick, top rudder again, unroll, and out you go. So the loop, okay? All right, everybody knows what a loop is, right? Simple maneuver, go there, go all the way around, come back around, and there you go. Simple. However, when we do it, it's another comfortable maneuver. This one takes, by the way, about 4 Gs by the time you do pull the maneuver. So it's a 4G maneuver, come back around, it'll be about 1 to 0, well, it won't be 0, it'll be positive 1 the whole way around, and then come back around here, 4G pull out, and you'll be roughly the same altitude, okay, if you did it right.
Yeah.
There's a maneuver called the cloverleaf, which is a combination of a loop and a roll, right? Like I said, the combination maneuvers, right? So that's 4 loops in a row.
4 loops?
Yes. So you come straight in. Now here, this is a very nice one. I actually do it. It's good fun. It's just very tiring. So you choose your point. Choose the 90 degree. There's a point behind you because that's the road you've hopefully chosen, and there's a point to your right. So there are different ways to do the cloverleaf. Come straight down. You pitch up, loop. On the way down, as you're going to add back pressure, you roll 90. So you're now here.
Nice.
Do another loop.
Oh, that's sick.
Come straight down, 90. Come straight around, down, 90. Straight around again, another loop. Straight down, roll 90, and you recover back. Back in the day, when they used to do dogfights and stuff like this, remember, World War I, no radar, no nothing. They didn't know they were coming until they were actually there. Right, so they would have spotters on mountaintops and stuff, and they would, signal back that there was somebody coming. So what they would do is, what this guy figured out, okay, he was a German pilot. He figured out that the most dangerous time for an airplane is when it's on the ground. Okay, if you had 30 airplanes parked on the ground, ready to take off, it just took one enemy fighter to strafe the entire lot, and those 30 fighters were now useless. So the idea was to get into the air quickly and reverse direction, okay? Because an airplane coming from the back can knock you out, but you can't do jack to him. If you could get around, you could fight him. So that's how he figured out the
Those
maneuver.
guys are crazy.
Sorry?
Those guys were crazy.
Absolutely, freaking nuts.
You know, those guys,
Absolutely.
the
I
guys
would want
like
to be there.
maneuver to
Yeah.
go attack another guy. So
Correct, and
the
you
guy
could dive with
shoot
the
me,
fellow
I
also.
want to shoot back.
Exactly. You can't try to take out
Yeah,
the
the
pistol
guys
and aim
come
back
here.
at him, right?
It's crazy.
Yeah,
And then you
nice.
find out that some of them were like
You'll be
19
on
years old.
YouTube in no time.
What's that?
Then you find out that some of those guys are like 19, 18 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys.
Absolutely. They
It's
were very
crazy.
much older. They were
Yeah.
8-second pilots. Sort of. Hammerhead, pivoted over, let it go up, and then continue the spin. In this case, we're going to stop it going straight down. So, as the airplane does its hammerhead, okay, so it comes over, great, okay, down. Now, as it's coming here, okay, you've got your control inputs, start to neutralize them, and as you hit your reference point on the ground, which means pretty much vertically straight down, what you need to do is you have left rudder in here, go full right rudder for about 1 second, just to stop the pivot. That's all. Don't step on the right rudder to